Protesting on behalf of the planet, hundreds of thousands of Australians taking to the streets. Their country just one of around 150 nations where demonstrations were held, most of them dominated by school children and students.
It seems that the only people standing on the wrong side of history on this issue is our government.
We're going to keep fighting for the sustainability that we deserve and that we need.
The torch was then passed to Asia. This was Bangkok, a mass die-in to warn of the danger they say the Earth is facing.
If we don't do this, there'll be no future for us to work in. So what's the point of studying in school if the world's going to be gone?
In Nairobi, the message was that Africa could be particularly hard hit by the effects of global warming.
Climate change is real and it's coming for us, and it doesn't matter who you are. Whether you are rich or poor, this thing is real.
We'll do our job when you do yours. We'll do our job when you do yours.
In London, school children suggested they might not go back to the classroom until the politicians address their concern.
We just went to school and ignored this, then it doesn't matter whether we've learned much or not, because we probably won't survive in the future.
In Washington, there was anger at America's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Change Agreement. Here as well, younger protesters were leading the way.
This started a really long time ago, and people knew about it. It's just that it took us decades on top of decades to get here. So, come on.
The big question, of course, is whether all these protests around the world will lead to a change in government policies. It seems unlikely here in the US, for example, where the president is an avowed climate change skeptic. But this issue is rising up the political agenda.
And by the time these children are old enough to vote, it just might have become the decisive electoral issue. Jon Brain, TRT World, Washington.